Hey, so welcome to Monday. I don't think I showed it, but I downloaded a lot of video from Google for the vlog yesterday. And hoo boy, there's a lot. There's just a huge amount of footage for everything. And I think that's crazy. There's this ginormous amount of footage. Now that I've started Monday, I can actually finish today. One of the things I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna finish downloading everything up to last week, because I actually can do that. I don't know, I'll need to schedule a bunch of those out and then also work on a bunch of vlogs. I need to sort of start getting out more than one a week. But the first thing as of right now, I'm just gonna make it and then schedule them weeks and weeks into advance. It's gonna be hard to match the end of October because God, that was a perfect storm of I had my stuff and then I could just edit a whole bunch and sort of squeeze it all in. I am like running off to class right now, but I don't understand why there are so many people. Is this like some kind of tour day? I thought they were all in spring. Huh. Hi. So I'm hoping that somehow this is still going to be relevant by the time this video gets uploaded, which honestly I kind of doubt. But basically what it is I ordered a copy of IMU off eBay. Problem is its shipping is just atrocious. Its range is literally a month. So depending on how late it arrives, this thing will actually be relevant and an announcement, because I do not know the future. There's like no tracking information on it and whatever. I've gotten a thing that says that it had been shipped from Korea. I don't know anything else besides that. What I did was I ordered the album on Amazon as well. Now obviously I can't cancel an order that's in shipment from eBay. So what I'm gonna do is when that eBay order arrives, I'm gonna start a giveaway. This giveaway is gonna be based on like people following me Twitter, watching videos, mine, probably the IMU reaction, because, you know, it's not probably the video I want to promote, but it's probably the most reasonable thing. I don't know, to be honest, I'm not totally sure why I'm announcing this, but yeah, I am. Class could have gone better. I didn't bring the correct notebook for ordinary differential differential equations 2. I looked up the correct name of that class. It's a mouthful. Just calling it differential equations 2. Quiz I was unprepared for. So I went through all the questions once and then went back through, and I discovered on the back through that there were 2 questions that I didn't answer. But I answered those, and I'm pretty sure I answered them correctly, and I know I changed my answers on 2 of the questions, and I swear to God those two were the 2 questions I got wrong. I changed it from the right answer to the wrong answer, because fuck me. Oh well. Still have to wait for like the reflection to get graded or what have you. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing that much more tonight, but the good news is I have Tuesday and Wednesday to do a bunch. Okay, I just decided to spend way too much time analyzing the numbers of Deal or No Deal. Basically, the thing about this is that a lot of that banker and everyone is focusing on the mean. And it makes sense if you consider that, let's say you are playing Deal or No Deal over and over and over again. In order in that case, for it to be worthwhile
to take a banker's offer, you would want it to be more than the mean. And it is often, at least in like game adaptations or whatever, more than the mean. But here's the thing. If you go up on the stage and you play Deal or No Deal, you are almost certainly playing Deal or No Deal exactly one time. And the thing with that is, because of and the reason for that is because there's I'm assuming if they still have a game show existing of this, which apparently they do in like Europe or whatever, they have a bunch of people lining up, and you're not gonna get in twice. So if you're up on stage, let's say your thing is, I want to get the most money. It's actually, if you were playing this game completely logically with the idea of, I want to make my one time up on this stage earn me the most money possible, you would immediately accept the banker's offer, even if it was below the mean. And that's because what actually matters if you were doing it for one time, is it better than the median? That is, if you, so when you take the banker's offer, you will see what was in your chest if you decided to keep it. Let's talk about that. All right. So if you open your chest and it has a higher number than what the banker paid you, you'll be disappointed. You'll be like, darn, it'll look bad, whatever. The thing is, on an initial board, the mean offer on an initial board of Deal or No Deal with nothing taken out is 150 times the median. And as another point in it, only 23% of chests you could have would be higher. 77% of the time, if you take the dealer's first offer, you will walk away with more money than is in your chest. But no one does this. And I'm pretty sure I will never get into Deal or No Deal if I say this, because this doesn't make for good television. But it's the truth. If you only get to play Deal or No Deal once, which in the show you will most certainly never come up again, you are almost all the time better off just immediately taking the banker's offer. What the hell is up with this? There's some real weird psychology in the mix. And I mean, of course, there's some values that if you get, I mean, I'm pretty sure like if you like get rid of a bunch of low values, your median, your expected median, you're like more likely to get up high above the average, although that'll also push the average up higher. If you get the high ones taken out early, like, yeah, there's a bit of nuance to it, but it's like there's not, by the time you've opened enough chests for the banker to call you, it's not likely that it's gonna actually change the math that much in your favor. So if you ever, yes, I know this will make for terrible television, but just immediately accept the banker's offer. It basically just works because, like, it doesn't seem, because you're like, oh man, I really want the 1 million chest or a huge value. You want one of the really high things. But honestly, if you just want to make money, the banker's offer is really good. And here's the other thing, the banker's offer is higher than the mean. So the mean is 150 times better than what you will do than the value you will have half the time. That's crazy. What the fuck? What the fuck is up with this?
Good morning and welcome to Tuesday. So, as of course it is raining really hard outside. I didn't bring my umbrella, but I did bring a coat, and I'm just gonna hope that's good enough. I'm gonna try to do some work and also some channel work. I only have one class today, so that should be okay. I do have that reflection that's coming up this week, so I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm doing with that too. But I think I could probably start scheduling stuff. Something about being so close, but microphones on this thing is not great. I don't know why it will not record from a Bluetooth microphone. So you probably hear a lot of background noise in this clip, and I'm sorry. But I feel really like sick to my stomach. I kind of also feel hungry. It's one of those things where I walk in here, I'm like, oh god, why did I do this? And I know why I did this is because I have class in less than an hour. So I need to eat before that, because otherwise I will be dying afterwards and lunch will be effectively over. But so I'm just gonna sit here and hope my tummy becomes accepting. But and it looks like it's still pretty windy outside. Last night I went out and it was had really, really bad wind bursts. I have an umbrella to block the wind, and that thing was just sort of jammed against my face a few times. But I saw some stronger gusts. Yeah, you can see some of the top branch of that tree bending. It's probably not as bad as last night. Well, hopefully. Also, my skill of aiming with the camera is not great. Oh yeah, welcome to Wednesday. Well, I was beginning to edit week 7, just trying to manage around the Go segment, and the fire alarm went off again. And this time, I swear I could actually have smelled smoke. I rushed into this building because I was in the little lab area and I didn't have my coat with me. And I ran over to the gym. Honestly, there were other buildings I could have run into, but this was the one that, there was other closer buildings. I just started going in this direction because last time we had it, and at night, it was the meetup point was the auditorium. I was thinking to go to the auditorium, but of course, auditorium museum was never open. I just decided to keep going in a straight line. Fortunately, the wind wasn't too bad, but this goddamn building, and it might have actually been the fire alarm working correctly this time, which is nuts. I need to wait a while before I go back, or they'll see if going back is an option. But man, that's just bad luck. I guess I'm just gonna say a few things. One, I went to conference this time and, well, let's say I left a little bit confused. I'm not totally sure if I actually have to calculate the exact R values or what have you. Also, only grading one question is kind of annoying because there's a lot of questions. And there's some weird stuff. And then professor finally commented on my reflection from 2 weeks ago, I think it is, because I have another reflection coming up, and both of them were about citations. One said needs an inline citation, which is weird because there's not any inline citations. Why did you literally only comment about one instance of that? And then the other one was saying video type citation, the site messed up, and they were like, okay. I was like, okay, fine. I guess I need to look up the rules in the future because I don't know why citing the video didn't work.
Like, it just defaulted to being a website citation. I don't understand what went wrong there. Maybe there isn't actually even a difference in citations. Who knows? But yeah, before the fire alarm went off, I was doing some editing. So, I unpacked the album, and of course, there's a poster. And one of the things that my roommate's been like, yeah, you can use is wall tack. I don't know what happened to it. It used to be on the printer, but the printer now just has command strips, which is not useful. I need to shower, like I can feel that, but also I'm getting hungry. But it's also 4, so I'm like, no. I mean, to be fair, I did eat earlier, but still, 4 is not a good time. So, update. Apparently, the reason why I can't find it is the tack is being used in a project, and you will probably use up the rest of it. So that's what that is. That's kind of bummer. I haven't gotten to editing more vlog. I want to film a reaction to the I must actually be somewhat tired because I just misread meter versus grouping as meter versus groping. Also, hi and welcome to Thursday. I'm a bit sad about the fact that on the reflection I gotta be. And the point of having it not be quite connected enough to class, I'm like, okay, fine. But this makes me slightly worried about next reflection because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with that to make it connected to class either. And I have other shit to do that's honestly more important than going over and trying to get like, okay, but how? This just keeps happening. I get, like, I'm like, alright, this is going to be about pitch, I'm going to talk about Shepherd's tone. But I just don't know what I'm doing. I'm just so... I don't know what I'm doing for this one either, so it's probably going to end up unrelated and get a B again. I need to stop. I'm kind of cold, and I think I got like a winter weather alert for this evening, and I'm noticing that the salt is coming out. It's a little weird, especially being so cold. Like, I still have my coat on. I'm gonna start doing one of my hoodies in addition to the coat. Well, that's coming up surprisingly soon. Now, obviously, this is a lighter coat than the one I used to have, whose zipper just died. It's also surprising to me how, like, despite the fact that the gloves I have both of still are pretty thick, they don't feel that warm, which is kind of weird. But I mean, yeah, there's some things to do that aren't, I don't know. I was a lot sadder earlier when I was seeing the part, and I think this time I'm just gonna stick close, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna be boring. Even my race and pace and all that stuff, and how that's gonna be impacted by everything else. It would not surprise me if this came out during spring. I think probably like the times I can catch up are like breaks. It's weird. It feels like so much time has passed, but also simultaneously we're not really that far in. It's also screwing with my sense of time because I had a test today. so I got to class like 15 minutes early because I finished the test. And it's graded. I think I need to relax. I think I'm just a little shaken right now, and I'm not sure why. Yeah. Just to point it out, this is not even the end of November. Let's see, what day is it? It is the 15th of November, and we are getting a snowstorm like this. You can, like, do you see that blur off that light? That's not the camera being defocused. That's how much snow is in the way of this thing. You see over there, those lights are blurred. That's because it's hitting, and you've got like a snow blowing machine out there, like pushing through all of the snow. When I left dinner around 6:30, it was not snowing. It's only almost 10. So this has been like around less than 4 hours of snowfall. Holy crap. Holy crap, guys. Winter is here.